This International Women's Day, the global theme is dedicated to gender equality for a sustainable tomorrow and recognizes the contribution of women and girls around the world who are leading on climate change, adaptation, mitigation, and response. While climate change is not in and of itself a direct cause of terrorism, terrorism often adds to the misery of countries suffering from climate change, especially those in the Sahel, the Middle East, and South Asia. In such places, terrorist and violent extremist groups seek to exploit climate-related vulnerabilities to manipulate local tensions and recruit or impress new members into their ranks. We know that in those same countries, women and girls are disproportionately affected by climate change as it increases existing inequalities and fuels gender-based violence. Similarly, terrorist groups whose ideologies include misogyny as a common feature often directly target women and girls by using sexual violence and/or limiting their rights and access to services and resources. Despite being disproportionately affected by climate change and terrorist violence, women are largely left out of the decision-making processes that shape their government's responses. That is both an affront to the UN Charter and its upfront promise of equality for men and women, but it also makes for suboptimal policy. That is why UN member states should ensure the meaningful participation of women in the development and implementation of strategies, policies, and action plans to address the effects of climate change, as well as efforts to prevent and counter terrorism. In the United Nations Office of Counterterrorism, we are committed to gender mainstreaming across all our programs, policies, and activities. To turn that commitment into practice, last year, UNOCT adopted its Gender Mainstreaming Policy and Action Plan. I'm also proud to announce that as of January 1st, UNOCT stood up a new Human Rights and Gender section. This section reinforces our commitment to implement the global counterterrorism strategy in a human rights compliant and gender responsive manner. This year, UNOCT plans to further step up gender mainstreaming efforts. We will establish a global gender program, which will include outcomes that support increased participation of women peace builders, women human rights defenders, and women-led civil society in the design and implementation of policies and programs for preventing and countering terrorism and violent extremism. UNOCT will also launch an online gender and identity factors platform, which will serve as a knowledge hub for gender and intersectionality issues in counterterrorism and preventing and countering violent extremism. Finally, one of the pilot initiatives within UNOCT's Global Prevention of Violent Extremism program will be dedicated to exploring the nexus between climate change and violent extremism. On this International Women's Day, UNOCT reiterates its commitment to strengthen its effort to furthering gender equality and the empowerment of all women and girls, and to continue integrating gender considerations into the core of our programs and policies.